What's happening, everybody? Greg Ehrenberg here from Odd Chopper, and I'm going to break down the upcoming So Rare slate for you guys. We're talking about Friday through Sunday of this week with contest locking tonight. As you guys come in, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you haven't signed up at So Rare yet, here's a couple of things to get you started. First of all, we have a sign up link below, and when you sign up using that link, the first 5 limited card players you purchase, you're going to get an additional one for free. So that's something to take advantage of. And then we also have free projections over at stochastic.com. We're going to have the link to that below in the video. Just go over there and you're going to see projections for the salaries of all the players, how many fantasy points we have them projected for in the upcoming slate. Really easy free tool to help you build your lineups. And then in my video right here, I'm going to rattle off my 5 favorite So Rare options for the upcoming slate. So let's get into it. These are my favorite 5 So Rare plays for Friday through Sunday. So to start us off, I'm looking at the high end. My favorite expensive player of the entire slate. Who else but Nikola Jokic? He has a salary of 52. And the salary, by the way, it's based on what the player's fantasy point averages over the last 10 games. So for Jokic, it's 52. But part of that is also because he missed some time due to injuries. And overall, the games that he's played in, he's been outstanding. Nikola Jokic is the best fantasy producer we have in the NBA right now. Over his last 10 games, 8 triple-doubles in those games. He's the current frontrunner to win MVP by a pretty wide margin at this point. He's having another incredible season. The Nuggets are right around the top of the Western Conference standings, and it's because of how good Nikola Jokic has been. By the way, his last couple of games, 64.8 So Rare fantasy points and 69.1. Those would be great games, and he's got 2 games in the upcoming slate as well, so 2 opportunities for a big game. I like Nikola Jokic. Looking at the next tier of players, I love getting to Domantis Sabonis. 41 is the salary for Sabonis, and he's in line to benefit in the upcoming games because De'Aaron Fox is out for the Kings. And, nothing terrible, no crazy injuries, out for a personal reason here. And with that in mind, the price on Domantis Sabonis is just simply too low because he should produce more without De'Aaron Fox out on the court. If you look at the numbers for Sabonis this year without Fox, a little bit of a usage increase. Sabonis is a guy who's not the primary scorer for the Kings, but he can score more when he has to. He has a 22.9% usage rate with Fox off the court this year, but then also a higher assist rate without De'Aaron Fox. So we're looking at Sabonis, who's already been a terrific fantasy producer, getting even a little bit more of a role in the offense without Fox in the mix. Sabonis at 41, another player we should be considering. The next player I like, moving a little bit down into the mid-range of the pricing, Alec Burks, 21 salary. And when it comes to Burks, kind of out of nowhere, he moved into the starting lineup for the Pistons. And at least as of now, it looks like he's going to start over Killian Hayes, with the focus being on developing Jaden Ivey for the Pistons. And since the way the salary works, it's based on the fantasy point average for the last 10 games. Burks has only made 3 starts, so the salary is not quite caught up to his new role because he's only started 3 of the last 10 games. And in those games, 30 minutes, 27.5 minutes, and 30 minutes for Alec Burks' his fantasy point totals, 38, 30.4, and 24.3. He's a little bit underpriced here at a 21 salary, and somebody who, as long as he continues to start, he is underpriced over on So Rare. Another good value priced a little bit below Alec Burks. We've got Aaron Nesmith, who is priced at 16. And if you guys played fantasy contests for Thursday night, Nesmith was one of the better values we had on the entire slate. Ended up scoring 42.6 So Rare fantasy points in 35 minutes. But here's another reason I think we should really like Nesmith beyond just him breaking out. It's 2 pretty solid games in a row for him relative to what his current salary is. I mentioned that game, and the game before he actually scored 26 fantasy points, 16 points, 5 rebounds in that game. But also, Tyrese Haliburton just recently came back from an injury. He missed an extended period of time due to both knee and elbow injuries. And with Friday night being the tail end of a back-to-back, I think it's pretty reasonable to expect that Haliburton isn't going to play after that long layoff. The Pacers, not really a team that's contending this year, and also a spot where I think they'd want to be a little bit more cautious with their young star. So with that in mind, I'm thinking that we see Aaron Nesmith play just a really big role for the Indiana Pacers tonight, and that's what we're projecting as well. So for the upcoming slate, we have Nesmith projected for 26.9 fantasy points, with his salary being 16, his average over the last 10 games. If Haliburton's going to be sitting again today, it's an extended spot for Nesmith to just stick in the starting lineup and really see extra production. So Nesmith at 16, another good value option. Now, the final option I have here tonight, it's a punt play. It's somebody who's super, super cheap over on So Rare. We're talking about a salary of almost nothing. Daishen. His salary over the last 10 games based on his fantasy point average is 4. Basically nothing, and the reason is because he's typically not a key piece of the Houston Rockets rotation. But here's why things are changing right now. Because the current role for Daishen is he's likely going to start for this team because of the injury report. Kevin Porter Jr. is out right now. Jalen Green is also out. These are the top 2 scorers for the Houston Rockets for the season. And now we've also got Jabari Smith Jr. He is questionable to play. And so last game, Daishen moved into the starting lineup because of the absence of both Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green. And it seems like he's going to be doing the same. Now, does that mean we expect him to go out and score 30 fantasy points over on Sorare? No, not quite. But last game, starts, plays 32.5 minutes, and puts up 24.9 Sorare points relative to his price. We're talking about just 4. Close to a free player. This makes him an exceptional value, and actually one of the top values we have of any player for the upcoming slate. And this is where it really helps that we get this really, really low minimum salary for players over on Sorare just based on their last 10 fantasy point game average. Because Daishen a guy who's typically not even in the rotation. Now he's a starter playing big minutes. One of the top value plays over on Sorare at just 4. So that's going to do it for me here, guys. And if you want to check out all the projections we have, I just gave you my 5 favorite Sorare options. But we've got projections for every single player that's going to be in the upcoming games, and they're free over at Stokastic.com. You can check out that link below to get access to those projections. And then also, don't forget, if you haven't signed up at Sorare, use our link when you sign up because you're going to get 1 free limited card player after you make 5 limited card purchases. But you have to use our link to sign up in order to get that credit. And that link could also be found right below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions for me, hit me up on Twitter at Ehrenberg or leave a question below in the comment section. I'll check those out also before the Friday slate starts. Well, let's say a couple hours before, I'll go check out the comment section, answer any questions you guys might have. Also, before you leave here, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and good luck this weekend.